Hello, this is David Kozik, Chief Spiritual Officer and Senior Minister for the Lovemakers Foundation, a cutting-edge new type of hybrid spiritual organization whose mission is to bring love to the world and to love into your heart and each and every heart on the planet. And today my talk it's a personal talk, but it's a talk that I hope you find enjoyable and enlightening, because today's talk and love message is love, using love to find your purpose and calling. Today it's a very personal talk. I've read a lot of books, and of course, as you know, I do prepare for these talks and enjoy the research and spending the hours reading about love, thinking about love, meditating about love, praying about love. But today it was very difficult to lock it in, because I've done so much coaching, business and life coaching over the years, as well as spiritual prayer work, etc., that there was just so much in my heart I wanted to tell you today, that you can find your life purpose. And once you find that purpose, you can live your life in that purpose each and every moment of your life. But the thing I'm adding to it is that I want you to do it with love. So how do you find your purpose? How do you find your life purpose? What are you here to do? What is your calling? I've been very fortunate because I found my calling. My calling is living in love and becoming and being loved. That's it. And it takes a long time, though, to live it. Even back 15, 20 years ago, I decided that even if I couldn't have a job that's perfect, what I was going to do is apply my purpose, my loving purpose, which I've had this purpose for quite a while. I'm going to apply that purpose to everything that I do. So everything I do, whether I don't like the job, just my family, my friends, even the way I play sports, I'm going to do it with love. So the issue here is, how do you find your purpose? Well, to do that, what I want to suggest is that you do it with love. That you realize that, number one, you like yourself, that you're not going to condemn yourself or judge yourself harshly, that you're just going to be likable. But secondly, you want to learn to see love in everyone's heart. And what does that do? That expands your consciousness and your heart and your mind. And then finally, I want you to love yourself, to learn to love yourself, to eliminate all judgment, to just observe, to be 100% nice to yourself, to give yourself unconditional love. Now, once you get to that state of mind, and I'll do a little prayer, a little affirmative prayer at the end of this discussion to help guide you on that road. But then once you have cleared your heart and cleaned your consciousness, and what I call developing love consciousness, now you can sit down and say, hey, what is my purpose in life? What am I here to do? Now, how do you do that? Well, you have to break down what your values are. The value is what do you essentially care about? What are the things that are most important to you? Now, in coaching, it takes several hours. When Deborah and I do our coaching business, our for-profit coaching business, it takes 2 or 3 or 4 hours to go over that. We have a detailed assessment for that. But here, I think I can make it even simpler for you. But I want you to just write down the 10 or 15 most important things to you. For example, love, family, job, making money, spirituality, connecting to God, whatever it is. Just write down the 10 or 15 most important things to you. And then prioritize them. Prioritize them. Now, that's the key. You have to prioritize what's in your life and what's important to you. So you ask yourself, what is important to me? What is important to me? And then once you write those 10 or 15 things down, prioritize them. For me, it was love. And I made love and God sort of at the same weight of importance. So it's very easy for me to transition that and say, hey, look, the purpose of my life is to be loved and to live in love each and every moment of my life. Very simple purpose. I've been able to live that purpose even when bad things have happened to me on the outside, a death of a parent, a business setback. a professional setback, whatever it is, getting dumped, I've been able to live my purpose and view life from that purpose. So remember, once you get those values down, you're going to then ask the question, prioritize those values. You're going to ask yourself, what is my purpose in life, number one? And just a brief sentence, no more than, 30 or 40 words, maybe 50. You can see mine was very simple. And then you ask yourself, what am I here to do? And they don't have to be the same thing. Now, once you get your life purpose, my goal is to have you live your purpose. So if your purpose is to love my family, my purpose is to make money, basically you live your life consistent with that purpose. So as one of the spiritual leader of Lovemakers Foundation, I try and I do my best and everything. That's one of the things, just do your best to live in that purpose. So I do everything from the perspective of love. Now, what's my calling? Well, my calling may be doing these videos. My calling may be being the senior minister and religious leader of the Lovemakers Foundation. And it takes a while to find your purpose sometimes, or find your calling. But once you find your purpose, you can then ask yourself, what am I here to do? I may just be here and might think I'm just here to give love. That's it. What is your calling? Your calling may be speaking. Your calling may be working. Your calling may be doing a hobby. But it doesn't matter, because once you find your purpose, which comes from the heart, you're going to be able to live your life with joy and happiness, because I've never encountered a person who's not living their purpose, who's living their purpose, who's unhappy. Because no matter what happens when you live your purpose, you're going to live a life of immense awareness, of wonderful joy and happiness. At this moment, God, I know absolutely that I am discovering my purpose, that we are discovering our purposes, that we are breaking down our values, coming up with what's important to us, and formulating our purpose this moment. That our purpose reflects our highest self, our purpose reflects the love in our heart, and that we shall establish our purpose and find our calling this moment. So it is so. Amen. So go forward. I hope this video has helped you go forward. Break down your values, find your purpose, discover your calling, and live life your highest self. And of course, here at Lovemakers Foundation, we know that your highest self is absolute love. So it is so, and have a wonderful day. David Kozik for Lovemakers Foundation. Check out our website and go in love. Love is the way.